and bringing you more stories. Since the year 2020, 7 African countries have encountered coup d'etat, removing them from the list of democratically recognized countries of the world. Sudan, Chad, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Guinea, and now Gabon are not democratic despite the advent of technology, social development, and change in trends, making their people even more vulnerable to underdevelopment and poverty. Correspondent Nabuchi Okenabuchi in this report takes a look at the causes, implications, and way out of the menace.
It is 2023 and Africa still has at least 6 prominent countries under military leadership. These countries, though not developed enough under civil rule, have been suffering from dilapidated infrastructures, fractured health care system, corruption, and fraudulent electoral systems to the regrettable detriment of their people. The juntas so instituted in the affected countries in the last 4 years has further damned developmental hopes of the people as it concerns quality education, ICT development, and good governance. Many are already expressing fears that the situation in these countries may affect their neighbors, including Nigeria, which is struggling to remedy numerous economic maladies caused by the coronavirus pandemic and the sudden removal of the oil subsidy. Opinions already expressed heaped the incessant juntas on bad governance, impunity, and electoral fraud, which have become the order of the day in Africa, meaning that if the government of the day refuses to do what is acceptable to the people, military actions will be held by the people.
Is as a result of the poor governance, poor policies that some of these our leaders are implementing. You know, for example, now in Nigeria, a kind of the hardship that a lot of people are facing now. Removal of this subsidy, it has brought a lot of things that people are not even happy with it.
Can be narrowed down to leadership experiences, and so when the people are discontented, there is bound to be reaction. And so the implication of military coming back, actually it's not that people are at peace with military rules, because we've had experiences of military dictators like Idi Amin, like all of them that ruled with iron hand. But then when the people are discontented and change is inevitable, this kind of changes come.
Our leaders are not really interested in the youths, the younger generation that are supposed to be the future of our countries. So in a situation where they feel they have to be in power, even if they are old and incapacitated, not minding the fact that they are supposed to give the chance to our younger generation, it becomes a problem, because it is believed that ordinarily when you look at it, in their brain, you can see that they are old and tired.
Realistically, democracy is not well practiced in the African continent. And from statistics, there are stolen mandates. And when stolen mandates are in place, you see, the people will not deliver the best to the people. The essence of democracy is that the relationship of government to the people should be fair to everyone.
The African continent and its history of coup d'etat have been like a knot in its shell and are still prevalent even in the 21st century. Africa continues to suffer in keeping tabs on the Western world in the practice of democracy, but has failed to resolve the problem of corruption, nepotism, religious bigotry, and ethnocentrism. Nigerians says government in the continent must embrace inclusiveness, good governance, and electoral system. Otherwise, other countries and their democracies will continue to face serious threats.
For African countries to get it right, they must go back to what democracy is. And that is ensuring that majority carries the vote, ensuring that electoral processes are free and fair, or to a greater extent free and fair. When people begin to see that the processes are free and fair, they will yield to it.
Yeah, the solution to these ugly occurrences is to have good leadership. You know, when we have good leadership, there will be no need for all this kind of insurrection. But as long as there are, as long as people are shortchanged, as long as people are exposed to oppression and all manner of evil, definitely there must be reaction.
African leaders on their toes, with reports of many of them, especially those who have served longer terms, by rejigging their country's constitutions, sacking the military chiefs. They are already jittering